I decided to take a sabbatical because I couldn't breathe anymore. Everything was so loud. Home didn't feel like home, and everywhere that I turned reminded me of my parents, which reminded me that they were gone. So I left. I went to a place where I didn't speak the language. I didn't know anybody. This place was thousands of miles away from me. I guess you can say that I wanted to get as far away from my normal as possible. But the self-awareness and light that I would find in myself made it all worth it. I'm never the type to stray away from travel. In fact, I would consider myself a citizen of the world. But the beginning of my sabbatical had me afraid. Not of people, but the pure thought of not having any control. What I learned fast is that when you choose a sabbatical, you're choosing to give up everything that was. Given what I had lost, I was afraid to let go of what little control that I did have.
Hey y'all, so
But I knew I needed
I made it to Indonesia. I'm in a little village. Got here around like 9:30. It's the morning or whatever, but I'm about to lay this hair down and try to get some rest. Still kind of surreal that I'm actually here. Well, not that I'm here, but that I'm going to be here for an extended period of time, like a good month and some change. So yeah, I'm so blessed and so thankful and so grateful to be here.
I'm not gonna lie. The first few days of my sabbatical were mentally hard for me. I compensated by scrolling on Instagram and FaceTiming my friends, masking my fear as a reason to let my people know that I was safe. When honestly, I felt the need to be closer to them because I was so far away. After a few days of trying to adjust to the time difference, the small village of Klum Klum, in which I chose to spend my first 2 weeks, became familiar and gave me the spiritual boost that I needed. I knew I wanted to be more intentional on this journey, so I decided to unplug. And to ease the noise, I journaled and prayed every day. I also decided to write down my feelings as they came and to let go of whatever I couldn't control. And that's when the magic started to happen. I'm going to take a little cruise and check out the area I'm living in before I leave. It's a normal sound around here. I knew that in order to connect with God, I needed to get up, get out, and move my body. I also knew that I couldn't take this journey alone, so I decided to do things like cook traditional cakes with natives or turn European strangers into new hiking buddies, discovering new and secret waterfalls in remote rainforests. One thing that was reiterated consistently on this sabbatical was that all is and will be well. And that no matter what, everything, and I mean everything, was going to work itself out.
I have no internet service over here, which means I can't order a car, which means at this very moment I am stuck in this village that I have no clue I want to get out of. But it's pretty though. We're going to get it together.
There was a moment during my sabbatical that I heard God say, in order to be clear, then you have to be cleared. So I kept moving my body, and I chose to stay unplugged as much as possible. I visited temples with the purest intentions. I took yoga classes and studied with world-renowned instructors. And I also chose to stay still long enough to witness the glory of God's creations. So beautiful. And it was then that I knew that I was right where I belonged.
Who am I though, y'all? Like, who am I to be like walking, solo traveling on a freaking black sand beach though in Indonesia? Like, who do I think I am? God's favorite. I don't know, I'm just feeling so blessed. And last night I realized that, well, actually this morning I realized that me being right here, right now was something that I legit like prayed for. Me wanting to do like solo traveling and extended solo traveling and living in another country for an extended period of time and just coming to Bali, you know. It's like something I prayed for. It's like last year I was praying for this. Like, you know, I made a decision last year that I was coming. I hands down made the decision that I was coming. And I just made it happen, and God made it happen, and my parents made it happen. And I ain't gonna lie, like I wish it wasn't under certain circumstances that pushed me here. But if I'm vibrating higher, you know, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And I'm grateful. And I do know that more than half of the world won't even get to see what I'm seeing right now. You know, I'm so blessed to see it. And I know my parents are so happy that they raised me to be this wanderlust, if you want to call it that. Love, man. I'm just feeling love right now, and I'ma sit in it. I'ma sit in it. Because grief can take that away from you. But right now I'm in it, and it feels so good. And the sun feels so good. And my skin shining so good. Woo.
The first half of my sabbatical, I learned to unplug, trust myself, and silence all of the noise. And by doing so, I felt like I was leaving the door open to discover God again.